Hello guys, welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld. So when we last left off guys, we had established ourselves a colony and we had some visitors come. There's actually nothing that we can do with these guys. I thought I'd also mention that. You can't really interact with them, not in my experience anyway. I think, well, obviously this game is an alpha, so that'll probably be something that comes later on. You can probably help them or something like that. Right, so what we're doing at the moment is we're building up the rest of our base. So what we need to do, we need to get our power up and running here. We need to get our plants grown. We need to get someone who's a dedicated cook, cooking in the kitchen. We need to get the bedrooms finished, and we need to get more metals, because metal is going to be very important for the progression of our base. So let's get these guys started. Okay, did he finish building the kitchen, which is great. Ah, yes, right, okay. So, this is quite like Dwarf Fortress with the Dwarf Fortress hack included, so you can... Is it with the hack? I can't actually remember now. So you can basically make so many meals until you have like so many in the stockpile. So I think make until we have 15, because there's 3 people with 5, so that should be enough. Yes. And also I've noticed that these visitors have been eating our food. We've got nine meals here. Okay, so we've got a few berries, some wood, not that much in terms of... Okay, so we need plenty of mining to occur. So anywhere that I can see metal, I don't want to mine too far away from the main base, because it means that they spend way too much time traveling, which is in fact a bit of a problem actually. Right, so it's bedtime. So we're on day 5 actually here. Oh yes, we need defences, which is not. There's no point in getting defences actually in the moment until we've finished. What's this? Oh, right. So this is one of the events that happens. So sometimes random things occur. Ah, and this is a person. It's a noble. Let's have a look at the details. Okay. So they're in... This makes no sense. Okay. So Kyle Gonzalez, he worked as a digger in the massive underground cave complex. So he's good at mining and digging and constructing, but not good at shooting, and can't do research, can't do crafting. But then later on, he was a lord in a pre-industrial planet. He went to parties, managed the underlings, and even learned some swordplay. His soft hands did not hold a work tool during that entire time. So he went from digging holes in a cave planet to being a medieval lord on a pre-industrial planet. So he doesn't do... So his construction went down, growing went down, mining went down, shooting went up, and melee went up, and social went up. This guy is... he might be a bit of a drag, to be honest. Can he do... He can't do growing, he can't do cooking. The only thing he's good at is social, and he could be our warden, an almost full-time military person. He can do medicine as well. He's very neurotic. Mental break threshold is 12, but his work speed is improved. He's an optimist though, so his mental breakdown threshold is only raised by 2, I think. Actually, we should have a little look at his thoughts. Oh no, it's not. It's increased by 12. Excellent. Okay. Alright, so he's much more likely to go crazy. I don't know, I don't want the guy that's got that I'm going to enlist. I normally don't get people so early on. I think what we'll do is we'll probably try and get this guy, but at the moment we need the bedrooms, because we need to rescue him and then arrest him and then feed him, but we don't have a bedroom spare, so we're going to have to build one. He's in extreme pain and his torso is bruised. Right. Okay. let's start building. Right, we're going to need to build a prison medical ward to deal with this guy. So structure, walls. You can possibly start building it here, in fact. Alright, okay. And then dig that out. And we'll drop it's furniture, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I like to put 6 beds in these. People don't like sharing rooms, but for prisoners I don't really care too much about their preferences. Tiffy, what are you doing? It looks like you're cleaning. And now you're hauling. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you're building. Tiffy, what are you doing? Are you going to haul? Is that what you're doing? You come to lift the bricks away. What did you just do there? It doesn't do sergeant, doesn't do medicine. Is our vat-grown soldier is a bit weird. Ah, excellent. Okay, right. So they've dug that out. So actually, we will be able to finish off the wall there, right? And so we actually need just to dig out a little bit more. Digging is a bit funny, actually, in my experience in this game, because sometimes they'll get round to it really quickly, and other times they'll take absolutely forever to do it. Oh no! Oh no! Right, so this is an event that happens. So this is called a psychic drone, and basically what happens is that everybody of a selected random demographic gets negative thoughts, basically. And this time it's male gender. We don't have any metal. Right, we need really need to get power so that we can get our defenses up. Okay, so who's capable of... Tiffy, what are you planning to go to bed? Right. Best not interrupt. So I'll show you now. So this guy is male. So in the thoughts, psychic drawn high. So they've got a -25, which is actually quite significant. And it can really hurt them if we don't make things better. Okay, Crash Town. That seems like a suitable name for us. So we're saving our colony as Crash Town. Where was that guy that fell out of the sky? I don't suppose. I tell you what, if we can get it up and running before we find him, if we can get our room up and running, our medical prison bay up and running, then we'll be happy about that. But if not, then it won't be too much of a concern for us, because I don't think he's that great of an individual for us to have in our team. Yeah, food is low. Alright, somebody's going to have to become a dedicated... Okay. Tiffy, are you the one that I was going to have as dedicated? Because you seem to be running around not doing very much. You can grow and you can cook, but you're not great. Squirrel is actually better. Diddy seems to be doing a lot of work, actually. Construction work, particularly. Right, Tiffy, seeing as you are spending an awful lot of time not doing stuff that seems to be helpful, I'm going to actually give you less responsibilities. So no crafting, no art, keep hauling on, no cleaning, no research. I want you to have plant cutting, I want you to have growing, and I want you to have cooking, firefighting. Okay. Right, so get cracking with that. Start making us some food. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is they've ate all their rations. I should have been paying attention to that. We've been about... so this is our first week. Alright, there's food rations up here. Not ideal. I don't really want them to travel that far up there, like that. But they can't actually cook until they get the power up and running. Just checking something. Oh, I've actually forgot to put my timer on. You just bear with me one moment. I think we've been going for about 10 minutes. I don't know if that's right or not. I'm just going on the assumption that we've been going for 10 minutes. Okay. So actually, as part of our goals that we had were to finish off the bedrooms. We've basically got the power is now the next priority. Right, so on the next day, what I'm going to do... Right, Diddy, are you already up? I need you, Diddy. Where are you going? Yes, to mine materials. Right, Tiffy's now getting actually on... There we go, there we go. There we go. Start mining the materials out. Are you going to go and get some food? I think that's what they are. Right, Diddy's going to go and get some food. Tiffy, get working in the farms. Good. Okay, we're starting to get there. Once we've got power up and running, which we're starting to do, we will actually start to... Good, actually. We can put our final bed in this. There. And we want a light in here as well. Lights are not going to work until our power is up and running. Neither is our kitchen, which means food is not going to get cooked. Okay. This is the end of day 8 into day 9. We actually have a bedroom here. But we don't have the food to support the other guy, so unfortunately we're just going to have to leave him leave him to be in pain. Actually, I tell you what, I want you to dig out this stuff as well. All the metal, please. The more metal, the better, because then we can get our... Okay, yeah, we need lots more metal. Start digging us all that metal out, please. Right, Squirrel, what are you doing? Oh, you're hauling. Okay, fine. Yes, we know about the speeding up of things. Once we get power up online, then we'll build a turret, because we are defenseless, and we've been here for over a week with no defenses. Thankfully, we actually have members of our team are armed, and we've got half decent military skills, so that should be not too bad. But what I want to do is, can you guys focus on getting this sorted? Because once you've got power, then you can start cooking food. Right, Tiffy, get back in the fields, start growing. Okay, and we'll also be able to put down floors, which will be useful, because then they'll start to enjoy their environment. Lights will come on so that they won't be complaining about it being too dark. And oh, Squirrel is helping in the garden. Very good, Squirrel. Would you mind actually just mining instead? What I think I'll do is, Squirrel, I don't want you to do any growing, but or cooking. You can be wardening. I want you to mine, though. Yep, get on with the mining. He's a bit slow at mining, unfortunately. Not quite as good as Diddy is. But once we get the power up and running, if you guys can eventually focus on that, if you don't mind, you're taking far too long, they're going to go to sleep again. So hopefully in the next day, right. Hopefully in the next day they'll be able to just build. Yes, okay, so we're only 2 metal away. You guys get to work, please. Okay, here we go. We're going to get power. Oh my goodness, it's took so long. Normally, it doesn't take that long. There we go. All our lights have come on. Our kitchen is cooking. Fine, great. Okay, now I can see the rooms where I have neglected to put lights in. Okay, so furniture. We want a lamp in the storage room. I will put it in this corner. And we'll put it in this corner here. And I also want security, an improvised turret. I don't know where would be a good spot for the turret for the moment. I've made a stupid corner here. Okay, I think like that would be okay. And I'll put some sandbags around it. Alright, there we go. Right. So at the moment we need to do lots of mining because we need to start producing metals. And that was, like I said, is a priority now. Alright, that's it. We're going to get our turret up and running, which is good. Start getting more resources. So Tiffy's starting to do the work. You'll notice actually that all this ground here is a bit it's no longer got grass on it. That's just because it hasn't been in the daylight for ages. What I think might be worthwhile is need someone to dedicate themselves to doing mining. Actually, I think what we'll also do is we'll mine out this section of ground here as well. Come on, guys. Okay, great. We got our turret up and running, which I'm pleased about. What kind of draw have we got? Connected rate. Okay, we're not even using half of that yet, which I'm happy about. Okay, so Tiffy's eventually got round to the things, and we're now not looking too bad on the full meal front. We've got one meal left, but Tiffy will be able to get cracking with what needs to happen on that front. So things that we need to do now is put down floors. I don't know if that... I think we'll not bother with that guy that fell out of the sky. I think we'll just let him leave him. He might even be dead now. Let's see if we can find him. Quickly. These are metals and things that we can still get a hold of that I think spread across the land as our ship crashed. There is lots of nice places for us to stick down. I don't see our character. Oh, there they are. Are they dead? Oops, they're dead. And there's a dead squirrel. Okay, never mind. What gear do they have on them, by the way? Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, fella. Where are we? Yeah, if you leave them for too long without helping them, they will die. So what I'm thinking about doing now is, like I said, mining out as much metal as possible, because that's really important for us going forwards. But also making the environment a nicer place. We also need to chop down trees. Once we get these trees growing properly, Tiffy will start cutting them down for us automatically once they're at the right height, which is useful, because then we can build furniture and things without having to worry about the inconvenience of trying to keep us manually on top of the level of... Okay, in terms of metals now, I think we've got enough for building floors, so them are not pretty, but these look better. Right, I always go for these metal tiles, to be honest, so I think we'll do the priority of putting them in the bedrooms, because that's actually where negative thoughts start to spawn, and also in this room here. Oh crap, what's this? Wildlife. Okay, a group of tribespeople from the Red Cave people have arrived nearby. They will prepare to attack. They will prepare for a while and then attack. Usually at this stage it's only one person, which, looking at it, it is. So if they're up there, they'll be coming down from the north, which means that our turret will not be in the greatest position. Right. It might actually be in our best interest to go and just attack them now. How much time have we got? We might actually leave that for next time. Just let them finish off what they're doing here. Yeah, I think that's probably to be best for us to leave it for next time. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm just going to pause it here. And So when we come back, right, so what we have done today is somebody crashed, but we ignored them and let them die. We were trying to save them, but they were not really a massive priority. We're collecting metals, because that's very important for us to start doing lots of base work. We've got the bedrooms up and working now. We've also got our kitchen working, our farms are working, our power is working, our dining area is almost done. So next time what we're going to do is we need to mine out more metals, and then we also need to put down floors everywhere and lights so that everywhere is lit inside. The next thing we need to do is now start thinking about additional things. Research is important, but I don't think we've got the spare manpower at the moment to start looking into massive amounts of research, because you generally need a dedicated researcher to do that. So we'll need more security, so another improvised turret probably is up on this side, and then start digging into this mountainous area here so that we can start digging out more rooms. So we need a sick bay for our colonists, a sick bay and prison ward for people that we capture, and we also need probably is an additional power source, and then we need to start trading as well, although I think trading is probably going to be the next priority after getting the environment of the colony shipshape. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it today. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and when we come back we'll be doing more of this. So until then, guys, stay safe, take care of yourself, goodbye.